Maria came to Pioneer High School, and she was very enthusiastic about, wanting to be challenged. It's really amazing that she can do all the things that she's accomplished.
But when some of the kids start giving up, she keeps going. She finishes no matter how much pain she is having. She ends up sometimes crying, and she still pushes through.
I had no idea that Maria went through all the things that she went through, and I was pretty stunned.
My mom, she left me really bad bruises. I showed them to my older sister. She told my Mom, you left some nasty bruises on Maria. And my mom was all, oh, I didn't hit her to tickle her. My earliest memories are being in a foster home with my sister.
Maria told me that she was in all the homes, and I think I counted 10 different foster placements.
My dad told us, oh, we now have a new house. And he told us that he had a duck in the house, and he had a pool in the backyard. But when my parents stopped the car, it was in front of a rundown apartment. There was no pool and no duck. My mom also used to say, oh, we're not gonna hit you anymore. We're just take away your TV or not let you play outside. My mom told me the reason I always hated you was because when you were 2 or 3 years old, the judge asked you if we hit you, and that I had said yes. And ever since then, she has had that, I don't know, hatred in her heart. I wanted to go to college. Number one, education was the key to get out of that. I had joined the Students Run LA, and Radidi was one of the coaches, and I would run with her. I would run the races with her.
I invited everybody to join Students Run LA, that it was a good way to keep active, keeping a goal.
I would tell her I don't want to run anymore. She would say, come on, just do it. Every step gets you closer.
And she would keep running.
The first day of 7th grade, my mom got a phone call from my dad that he had been released from jail and got deported to Mexico. She said that he was gonna send someone to pick us up the next day to bring us to Tijuana. I didn't want to go to Mexico with my mom at all. I told my dad I want to go back. I begged and I pleaded with them to let me return to Los Angeles to continue my education. My mom said no, but my dad said if your aunt could keep you, then you could come back. She's my dad's stepdaughter, somewhere along those lines. I had only seen her 3 or 4 times before in my life. But I got a taxi, and then I crossed the border. I started in the 7th grade with my aunt. I didn't like it at her house because she was always threatening that she was gonna send me back to Mexico. But school was my top priority of my life, and I had gifted classes, so I really tried that year. All of that summer, my two older sisters went to one intersection, and then we were at the other block. My dad would sell roses, and I sold the Trident gum. My dad told me that he was gonna let me return to Los Angeles when the summer was over, but my sister had overheard my mom tell him, don't let her go back at whatever cost. I told my dad, Dad, I don't wanna do this anymore. And he said, okay. When I initially moved to Norwalk, I was placed in a home in Montebello, in West Covina, in Silver Lake, Crenshaw. And I got moved to Long Beach. I was already taking gifted and honors and advanced classes. I wanted to continue that through high school, just, to succeed. I asked my counselor for honors classes, and she wouldn't give them to me because she knew that I was in foster care, and I guess judged me from that. I was really depressed that I didn't have those classes because, I had a bigger goal. And one day, we were washing the dishes and the glass broke. And then I got a piece of glass, and I just started to cut. Every time I had the impulse, I couldn't control it. I gave up. I got a hold of some generic sleeping pills, and I ended up taking 30 sleeping pills. The group home girls participated in this event called a quinceañera, in which we practiced the waltz, and we got our dresses and our crowns, and I asked Raydidi if she could be my godmother.
I knew it was about time that someone celebrated, one of Maria's, accomplishments.
She asked me, oh, where are you staying at? And then I told her at a group home.
She wasn't getting the support.
And she said, tell your social worker to give me a call. And I did.
One of her social workers at one point did call me saying that they needed to find placement.
And then she told her the whole story, so then Raydidi was all crying, and she was moved.
I realized that my husband and I, we were able to bring somebody else in.
That's when she said we gotta help her. So I said, yeah, let's just do it.
I actually had to tell her over the phone.
She said, would you like to come live with us?
I could just hear the screaming in the background. Oh my God, I don't believe it, I don't believe it.
But I started running again. I joined the drill team. And when I graduated high school, my first choice is Stanford.
I think she's gonna make it. She's gonna be somebody.
We're Tijuana in the corner that we used to sell chewing gum with my father. But now I look back and I realize that this is not me anymore, that I beat the odds. And I always wish that I was one of those people in the car, and now look at them, they're wishing to be me. I think a little.